Okay for standby?
Switch on standby, Peter.
Coming soon, Education 4.0, a new series on the Edtech Podcast co-curated with JISC.
Standby coming on. Okay, HD coming on.
The computer is ready for use.
This 7-part podcast series will examine the changing world of higher and further education, exploring questions including where, when and how will learning happen when we are always online? How can we use AI to continuously improve the student experience? Who can help embed new technologies and working practices? Will there still be colleges and universities in the future? And how might today's institutions change?
As the candidates for a degree kneel before the Vice-Chancellor, they will hear the same 600-year-old Latin formula, Octaritate Medica.
Being that millennials find empowerment in discovering things on their own. It's natural for them to diversify their channels and seek out informal types of education instead of simply picking out a major.
Britain is obsessed with universities. We've increased the number of people going to them dramatically, from under 15% of people born in the late 1960s to around 43% of the most recent school leavers.
I think there's also a bubble in education.
I'm excited that we are starting to acknowledge that our students are not who we thought they are.
But they see many parts of their lives that have really good digital experiences, and they think that could add value to my education, and they want to see that as part of their education.
The Education 4.0 series is co-curated by Sophie Bailey, founder and host of the Edtech Podcast, Martin Hamilton, resident futurist at JISC, and Sue Attewell, head of change for further education and skills and the Edtech Launchpad at JISC. External contributions come from across education institutions, industry and research. To listen to the series, subscribe now on iTunes and Android players to the Edtech Podcast, or check out our feeds on Twitter at JISC and at Podcast Edtech. Follow the conversation using hashtag EDU4_0.
We tend to still think of work as a place you go rather than a thing that you do. And a lot of that thinking kind of spills over, I think, into education as well. Let's say you've started a 3-year degree in October. So much will have changed by the time you come out the other end.
Teaching well has to translate into tangible benefits for our learners. And those benefits, being an agent of change, being an employable citizen, being an ethical contributor to society, those are the central principles of what we mean by being change makers in terms of staff as well as students.
What's become very interesting, and certainly in terms of staff well-being and staff mental health, is this need to belong, need for a place.